this guy in certain ways, so I'm proud that he's on our team here. Barry's an amazing businessman himself, and so with that said, I'm going to leave the floor to Tony here and let him tell you a little bit more about the vision.
Yeah, so some of you guys have heard the story. I really wasn't interested in partnering with Matt just because I had my own vision for what I believed a more robust way of treatment was going to be, and it was more than just what I've been to since I've been in recovery for 15 years. And so when he said I wanted to start a treatment center, I'm like, well, yeah, I know somebody that can help you start another treatment center in the United States. And he said, no, I need to be with you. And that was when I really kind of broke down my vision of infrastructure. I just didn't want people to go through treatment and leave us and us say, use the tools we gave you. I just really feel like that is the biggest disservice that we can do for people in need, is say, take the tools that we gave you and go apply them, especially if the tools we gave them have only been for 30 days. Like, it's just, I mean, imagine taking somebody to a construction site and teaching them how to build a house, and in 30 days saying, take the hammer, the saw, and the nails that we gave you, and now go build a house by yourself. Like, you just would never do that because it's irresponsible. And so I explained to him what a better infrastructure for job opportunities would look like, and mental health services, as well as taking his fitness skills and applying that to giving individuals an outlet to put their energy into something that gave them something back. And he said, you gotta meet Barry. And I thought to myself, okay, we'll meet Barry, but like, I don't want to get people jobs at Starbucks. And in my mind, I'm thinking, we're gonna have to pound Southern California's pavement and build partnerships with corporations. And then it turned out this guy, I couldn't have put a better package together than meeting Barry. He had real careers and second chance opportunities for people with felonies. We're gonna come in contact with a lot of individuals that addictions, much like mine, drove them to commit crimes, find themselves in prisons or institutions that cost them asterisks on their record. And Barry's program is going to be able to say, that's all right. The places that we can put you will not look at that, and we're going to provide you an opportunity to say, this is an extension of the tools that we're giving you, and we're going to keep working with you while you're with us on this new lifestyle. You're going to continue to get support at the fitness center for free. You're going to go into here and work on PHP, IOP, go through Merge, get placed into a career, and you can continue to be around us with your fitness. Everything that we're trying to build is keeping people in our huddle, right? I had a guy at a meeting one time, he said that lions, even when lions hunt alone, they have a high likelihood of being killed. And the reason they hunt in packs is because when they're in packs, they're one of the most dominant forces. And that's it for recovery too. If you've ever been in recovery, you know, stay in the middle of the pack. As long as you're in the middle of the pack, you're safe. And that's what we're trying to do, is create that. And so Barry can explain what he's doing with Merge and how we're going to integrate Barry's services into PH Wellness through Merge.
All right, thanks, Tommy. Thanks everybody for coming today. Appreciate it. Cool to see everybody here. And I don't see Felicia here, but big thanks to Felicia, who's painted the office and got us all ready to go here with the purple and the green. I think it looks pretty cool. And sort of it captures what we're trying to do here, because we do have the recovery side and then we have the job side, and both are equally important. So I guess my role with the company is basically to help create careers for people, which is pretty cool because I've been doing that for a long time, many decades. Not to age myself. And also one of my partners, Sarah, is over here too, who will be helping out a lot with this. Big thanks to Fatina over here, who's been also has a similar story to myself, you know, being in recovery and in recruiting. It's a really cool combination that matches well with Merge. And so really the dream is to take people, you know, like Tony said, basically out of jails and institutions and rehabs and so forth, people who are down on their luck and lacking confidence and so forth, and help build that for themselves. And so really a typical day around here, you know, is, you know, a person comes in and get you set up on the computer, you set up your online profiles and so forth to be able to find jobs on your own, with training wheels with Fatty and myself, and Dr. Blair over here, who always helps too. And so the idea is basically to create some independence on being able to find your jobs. We're training people on how to be able to find your own jobs. as well as matching you with the careers that we have. So my outreach basically involves, we have a parent company that has hundreds of jobs at all moments, from high-level engineering to management to, real, grassroots, get training on the job type things, in hands-on work, as well as with a lot of different customer partners that also span the globe, from real estate companies to finance companies to construction companies to high-tech companies. So it could be all over the place. And really, our jobs as sort of career counselors is to get to know the people and find out why you want that job. Not just to place you in a job, that's great and it gets you going a little bit, but really, why are you good for that job and what's the mental makeup? And that's where Dr. Blair comes in. So Dr. Blair meets with everybody, gets to know them and where their head's at a little bit, and basically, like, we're trying to condition the person for placement and success once we get there. So after all that takes place, we start getting the companies involved, and they start meeting our people, sort of some on-the-job type interviews here, and then we'll take people out to the job sites. They'll start getting used to what that company looks like and culture, because really nothing's, more scary for almost anybody is the first day on the job, right? Especially for an addict or a person in recovery. So, we're already lacking confidence and so forth, and then, you throw us into a job, it's scary. And so our idea is to put the training wheels on, get you familiar with the company that you're gonna go to, have the company be familiar with you, and then we should have a pretty good level of success. So that's pretty much in a nutshell what we're doing for Merge, trying to get people confident and get people working out and get them working and rolling from there. Then after the placement, is sort of when our work isn't over yet, because the last thing you can do to somebody who's been down on their luck is give them a whole bunch of money and a job and confidence, right? So that's a danger, big danger. If you're in the recovery world, you know what I'm talking about. So at that point, basically, we have aftercare counseling as well, and we're really hoping to foster relationship with everybody where they do come back, and they're hopefully working with the people that we already have, within the program. They're going through it and they're sharing their stories. But then they're also working with our counselors on, like, what do I do with my money, right? Good problems to have, but also dangerous. So hopefully, that's the idea that we want to build. And so after a few years, it'd be really cool to just have a sort of a self-sustaining community that we can also replicate in different cities. There's a lot of demand for this in different cities that companies will sponsor, and it's something that we don't need to own. It's a nonprofit. We can basically train different people in different parts of the country and give them Merge, and they can just run with it themselves. That's the idea. We don't have to own it, it'll be everybody. So that's what we're trying to do.
Yeah. The last part that Barry talked about is just spot on. I've said it at Riverside. This doesn't need to be an us thing or an our thing, especially with Merge. We really want to try and build something out that people have already in the healthcare market said that they don't see how we're going to be able to sustain Merge. But once we figure it out, we want to be able to have other communities, mayors and governors from all over the country talk to me, and once they hear about this, and once it's successful, they want it over there, and we want to be able to give it to them over there. Because I truly believe the more people we help out of the goodness of our hearts, the more people will kind of come to our own facility and want to be a part of what we're doing over here. And so, even some of the people that are here, Todd, we're going to have people coming through and going to the next steps. After they leave Riverside, they're going to come over there and they're going to be in the housing there. While they're in housing, the next steps, they're going to be here at PH Wellness and going through Merge. So to us, it's being able to partner with other groups with the goal of just changing people's lives.
I want to personally thank Mayor Steve Jones for coming out today. I really appreciate it. Yeah, supporting us. I've known Steve since I opened my gym, and he was there to support me there. He's a real business friendly mayor. He supports the heck out of small business, and he's always been a fan of mine. I've always been a fan of his. So I got yelled at, actually. I got yelled at for having when it was election time. I had a sign out in front of my gym, and he already won. I still had it out there. They were like, the business manager was like, "Can you take that down now?" But I support the heck out of him, and I really appreciate you coming. So thank you guys, and I appreciate all you guys coming out to support us. And want to be here for that. Yeah. And real quick, so you want to introduce all the staff that are here right now?